Hello friends and welcome to another video on Tutorials Point with me, Richa. Today under the Hospitality Management module, we will talk about the power of engaging with your guests as well as your employees. Well, today in our competitive scenario world that we live in, it becomes absolutely essential and imperative to keep continuous engagement, whether it's your internal customers or it's your external customers. To keep them motivated and to be a good leader to them is something which is essential everywhere and also for the hospitality industry. Let us take a look at what is there on the agenda for us. We will talk about customer engagement, how to engage with your employees, giving your employees something to talk about, rewarding your engaged and as well as motivated employees, leading by example, actively seeking feedback, and focus your mastery. So let us take a look at all that there is in store for us today. Well, talking about customer engagement, nowadays, as I mentioned before, everyone needs to be engaged with whoever they are working with. If it's your client or it's your internal employees, you need to make sure that you're giving them something to be engaged with. For example, customer engagement is a business communication connection between an external stakeholder, which is your consumer, and an organization. In this case, it can be a company or a brand or a hotel, through various channels of correspondence. Well, if it's your customer or a guest checking into your hotel, you can offer them so many different kind of facilities as well as activities so as to keep them engaged and keep them coming back to your hotel every time they want to be in that particular city. They should always come to your hotel. Well, there are different ways in which you can help to engage your customers. Make sure that your customers are satisfied and always keep asking them, checking with them if they are happy with your services. Make sure that your customers are loyal to you by helping them with some loyalty program cards or some vouchers for them. Service has to be always of top notch and world class. Only then will your customers and clients keep coming back to you. Improvement, so actively seek improvement of your services. If there is a particular guest who has given you a lot of feedback on a particular thing, make sure that you improve on those things. Reliability and trust go hand in hand, and hence it becomes important as a hotel you are safe, secure and reliable for your consumers. Remarketing, make sure you market your product and remarket if in case something is not working out for you. Quality over quantity, as I've always maintained that always make sure you're giving good quality service to your clients. Support, in order to make sure that always support each other, whether it's your consumer or your direct client or indirect client, always make sure that you are supporting one another. Well, friends, it's important to engage with your employees as well. Well, hotel industry in a very large perspective is a very difficult industry to work in. There are multiple shifts, you don't get your weekends off, and you end up working on most of the festivals as well as new things which are coming up. Hence, it becomes important to keep your employees engaged and motivated always. Let's take a look at how do you keep your employees engaged. Having regular meetings to ensure and determine what areas of your workplace environment needs improvement is an important part of keeping the employees engaged with the company. Well, talk to your employees, always have like a weekly meeting with them so as to ensure and understand what could be improved and what could be some of the challenges that they are facing. When an employee is heard, he is motivated to perform better. Let's take a look at some of the employees, giving them things to talk about. Well, as an employee of your brand or hotel, you need to give them few things like where you see yourself in the next 5 years. So give them a goal, a motivation or some kind of objective to work for. So asking them where you see yourself in 5 years. What are your ideas for the company? Always take discussion forward with your employees by asking them to pitch in for discussion in terms of how do they see themselves and what are their ideas for the brand. Advice for tough work situations. In your meetings, you can always advise them. Company and industry insight is important, especially if you have an employee who is a fresher. He or she might be really feeling tortured by the kind of working environment and conditions, and hence it's always good to give them an insight about the industry. Your life outside of work. Well, it's all not about work, work and work. It's also about having fun while you're at work, and after your working hours, go out with them, have like a nice session with them with regards to talking to them, motivating them and pepping them up. So these are some things that you can talk to your employees about. Reward engaged employees. If an employee is performing well and is really putting in a lot of effort, it only makes sense to reward such employees who are productively contributing to the success of your hotel. And hence, always notice effort. Whoever is putting in that effort, give them rewards and go out and celebrate with them. That can really motivate an employee to work more, put in more hours and longer duration into your brand or hotel. As a leader, it becomes essential to lead by example. Always remember, you need to walk the talk. So a boss should not be somebody who's giving an order to their employees to go and work. Rather, a leader is somebody who is leading by example by being right in the front of all the employees and telling them, let's go. And together he takes them wherever they have to go. So it's always important to lead by example. Don't throw orders at your people. Nobody likes it when they're giving an order to do something. Rather, talk to them in a polite and respectful manner and show them by example. Actively seeking feedback again becomes essential and very important in your company or as well as your hotel that you're running for. So reviewing on your receiving of feedback is very important. Seek feedback from your employees as well as your customers. It's a good idea to have a feedback form or a feedback book for your customers as well as your employees. Listen to the feedback that they are giving you. Listen empathetically. It's always important to put yourself into the other person's shoes and then listen to them. Notice how you are feeling. When you get a feedback which is a critical feedback, how do you respond to that is something which you need to take care of. And it's important to also focus on your mastery. Your mastery depends on focus, patience and practice, not on luck. Very beautifully said by Mr. Robin Sharma. It's important to understand that do not rely on luck. Do not let your luck be a form of your destiny that's taking you forward. Always put in a lot of hard work, patience, persistence and perseverance is something which will take you a long way in any industry that you are a part of. And hence friends, that brings us to end of this again a very beautiful module on how to have a powerful engagement with your clients as well as your employees. I do hope you have enjoyed listening to this particular module. Keep watching, more videos coming your way. Till then, thank you very much.